So I've had the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 for about 1 month now, and I want to share with you my 1 month later experience. Coming up right now, let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and let's begin by talking about the build quality and the design. Now, right now I do have a case on the Galaxy Note 8, but overall the build quality and design has been fantastic. I do like the glass material. I was using a jet black iPhone 7 Plus before, which scratched really easily, but it looked very similar in terms of design to the Galaxy Note 8. But what I do like about the Note 8 is that it does still retain that curved glass that we have seen in prior Samsung Galaxy S8 devices, which makes it feel extremely premium. More premium than, say, an aluminum back for here in 2017. Now, glass phones were kind of popular back in the day, but they kind of went away. But seeing them back here in 2017 has been nice. And the Galaxy Note 8 is very durable with its front-facing glass and back, but I would still recommend that you get a case for this phone overall. So Note 8, over the past month, it feels extremely durable, extremely premium, and it feels like it was $1,000. Okay guys, so speaking about that display, we are looking at a 6.3-inch display here on the Galaxy Note 8. This is a 2K AMOLED display, and boy, does it get bright. It's an extremely bright smartphone display, and I don't think many people are gonna have any issues with it. One thing that, some people might not like is its aspect ratio is now 18:9. It's not the 16:9, so it doesn't feel like a very wide display, but it feels like a very tall display. But it still feels extremely large. It gets plenty bright, it's plenty sharp in pretty much all lighting conditions, as well as plenty colorful and vibrant. And the way the colors come out in photos does seem to pop quite a bit on the Galaxy Note 8. So overall, my past month using it, I think this is the best display I've seen all year, hands down. So it seems that software is an area of the Galaxy series in general that a lot of people like to knock. Specifically, I think Apple users do not like the Samsung user interface. A lot of Apple users, not all of them. I'm just speaking generally here. But overall, I think in the past month, Samsung has really cleaned up TouchWiz and made it a little bit more useful. It's not so cluttered like it was way back in the day. Now it's actually useful, and I think it's more polished than ever before. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, like stock Android, for example, might be some people's cup of tea, maybe LG's user interface, maybe Huawei, but Samsung is doing a good job with giving you a lot of features and keeping it running relatively smooth. I haven't had any performance issues using the Note 8 in the past month. The S Pen. It might be the name of the game here with this smartphone, being a very useful tool if you are a productivity-oriented person. Now, me myself, I currently use this thing all the time to take notes. No matter if I'm out and about, I get an idea, spontaneously occurs, I want to use this S Pen to take notes with the Galaxy Note. And this tool has also been rumored to be coming to the iPhone next year with an iPhone Apple Pencil miniature size. That's the rumors right now. Not sure it's going to happen, but this tool seems to be very useful in my use case. Now, I use it for things like cutting out pictures in the browser, going ahead and writing notes down when I get ideas like I already mentioned. Also, I really like to use it just as a pointer tool for when I want to use to scroll through browsers and stuff like that. So getting a Galaxy Note 8 really does allow you to have a tool that I would say can enhance your productivity if you do use it. Kind of like if you got a journal and you never use it, it doesn't really do anything for you. If you want a journal, you got to use the pen and journal in the journal. Let's talk about those cameras. Dual 12 megapixel sensors here. Both are optically stabilized on the Note 8. And using this phone to take photos of pretty much anything has always turned out to be a fantastic experience, in the sense that I really feel like I could take a picture wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing with this smartphone, and it seems like it happens very quickly. In addition, it gives me a photo that I don't feel like needs to be edited. And that can be very useful for people who are, into professional photo editing and stuff like that. So if you're the type of person who just wants to take a photo and it's ready to go on social, social media, your website, whatever, this might be one of the fantastic phones that you might want to pick up this year in the Galaxy Note 8. In addition to that, the phone has also received, 4K video recording here, and it can also zoom in the video modes. In addition to that, you have Pro modes here for the Galaxy Note 8. So overall, you are gonna get a very fantastic video experience. We are still waiting for the 4K 60 to make its way to the Note 8, but for now, I think it is, still exceptional for a smartphone camera. I would go outside and not feel like I really need to go get, another camera to go make this film, because this phone can pretty much do it. Now, of course, it's not gonna be better than a Canon. It's not gonna be better than a Lumix camera. It's not gonna be better than a Nikon camera that costs $800, $1,000 with lens attachments. I mean, it's a phone, but it's getting to the point where you start to question, do I really need that camera? Okay guys, so what about the battery life with this phone? Well, using the Note 8 over a month's time, a lot of people have been concerned. Well, how is the battery life? It goes from 3,500 to 3,300 milliamp hours. And I actually found it to be better than my S8 Plus. Believe it or not, it seems to last longer. It also charges about the same speed as that phone, extremely fast. Now, this one is controversial. A lot of people are saying the S8 charged fast or had a longer battery life. The Note 8 has 3,300 milliamp hours. In my experience, the Note 8 does a better job, hands down, on battery life. So it's no concern really. I don't think it's as good as Apple's iPhone 8 Plus in the battery life department, but it's still a fantastic battery life phone. It's gonna get you through the day with ease. I'm not much of a gamer with the Galaxy Note, but if I was doing games, I can tell you right now, I have tested it as a reviewer. The games are, they're immersive. They're very fast, they perform very well, and if you're a gamer and you're buying this phone, I'm pretty sure, you're gonna have a great gaming experience. The times that I did play the games, I found that the phone didn't overheat in gaming, which is something I think people don't want to see. The loading loads pretty fast, and it has plenty of storage with its expandable storage if you want to offload like ROMs and different types of game emulator games, stuff like that. You want to come off the internet, download them onto your phone. You should have plenty of space with that SD card. So calling on the phone with the Galaxy Note 8 has been a joy, and I'll explain to you why. It's tall. So, the older phones that we used to have that were wired phones were tall, and this phone is tall just like those. So I think it rests on the face nice. It gives you a good amount of, space in between the earpiece at the top and where you talk into the phone. So overall, I found it to be a very good calling phone. So when people are talking to you, you're not gonna sound muffled, distorted, and stuff like that. I didn't like that it didn't have dual speakers on the front, and it doesn't have like dual speakers at all. It only has one speaker at the bottom. So that could be an issue depending on who you speak to, how much you care about that. But overall, the Note 8 is a pretty fantastic phone calling experience as well. So an area people don't talk too much about with smartphones is the texting. So how is texting on the Note 8? Well, I think it's actually better than on the S8, and the reason being is the curve is not as aggressive as the curve on the S8, meaning it doesn't curve quite as much, so it feels more like a flat display. And I think sometimes your thumb is like a little bit close to that edge on the curve. This might be something you might not agree with, but for me, I noticed I was a little bit inaccurate on the S8 versus a flat screen phone. The Note 8 gets closer to a flat screen phone, making the Note 8 my choice for texting over something like a Samsung Galaxy S8. And it has a large keyboard, so it was pretty easy overall to text with this smartphone. So wrapping it up, I didn't really use the app pair as much as I thought I would on the Galaxy Note 8. The new feature that they did mention here wasn't used as much in my case as I really thought I should have used it. I did use it on the first few days because it was a novelty feature and stuff like that. So wrapping up the Galaxy Note 8, in my last 30 days using it, it's been nothing short of amazing. This phone pretty much does it all, and I was a little bit worried about not having removable battery anymore. Battery lasts long enough, the charging is so fast, it doesn't really matter. The Note 8 is definitely still a recommended phone. I think it's one that you'll buy. It'll last 3 years, 6 years even maybe, if you're that type of person who likes to go the distance. I seen a video, somebody had, a Galaxy S3 still here in 2017, and they said, works just fine. You just gotta keep it in the case, take care of it. You wanna know where I got this case at? I will link it down below in the description area of this video. And if you guys found this video helpful, enjoyable, do me a favor, click the like button for me. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. My choice, yes, I would still get the Note 8. I still think it's gonna be better than what iPhone's gonna offer with the iPhone 10, even when it comes out. But that's just my take on it. You might differ. Let's hear your thoughts down below. I will catch you all on the next one. Be sure to be well. Nick here, and peace.